in December of 2021, I was determined to go and hunt in South Texas. So I ended up calling Bryan Wilson. He has an operation called Frio County Hunts. You know, we started talking on the phone, and he really explained to me who he was as a Marine Corps veteran, and also told me about a program that he has created called Intrepid Warrior.
I got back from Iraq. I just missed hunting season, and so I came out and just sat in the blind by myself and just really found that therapeutic. And then I had some buddies that went back and they did another tour in Iraq. And then when some of them got back, they came out and we took them hog hunting, and they just kind of really described to me like how much that helped their transition. And so since I guess from 2006, we just been kind of rolling with it and having a good time doing it. It's much more therapeutic than you realize, just being able to rub elbows with somebody that's walked a mile in the same shoes.
We sort of started cooking up this idea that we were going to take a wounded warrior on a hunt for North American whitetail. We're finally here. We're in Frio County, Texas, and we're able to make it happen with a Marine veteran by the name of Anthony Villarreal.
When I decided to join the Marines and where I served, it all started with 9/11. I was in high school watching the events unfold, and so I volunteered. I was excited to join.
Inch, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Anthony Villarreal and I, we, from serving in 2-7 together to seeing him in his recovery process at the hospital, we just got a long history together.
Okay. I was on my third tour in Afghanistan, and just out of nowhere, IED goes off right under our vehicle. They said I opened my own door, crawled out, and then they were able to come and drag me away before explosives that we had back went off. They had a air team flew me 13, 14 hours back to San Antonio, where they have their military burn unit. That's where I stayed for 3 months in a drug-induced coma until I woke up.
2-7, unfortunately, leads the entire DOD in suicides. And that's something that's just, it's heartbreaking. It really is. And we've had guys that very close friends, Anthony and I, that have done that. And, it just kills you whenever they survive all the traumatic things that happen overseas and they come back and lose the battle at home.
I did one trip with Wounded Warrior Project, and that got me out of my show. Before that trip, I was in a dark place. I was ready to give up, didn't want to talk to anybody, wanted to stay home with the blinds closed, and I finally decided I needed to get out and let people see me for me instead of hiding who I am, because I was very self-conscious.
I can't just sit there and not do anything and just complain about it, but try to put something together, even if it just helps just a tiny bit, it's worth all the effort to put into it.
Yeah.
I think that's probably, it looks more natural to be high up like that.
Yeah, that felt real good. We want to help the guys we've been through because we know the story. We know exactly what they've been through. We're next to you, but it's just hard for some guys to come out and admit there's something going on, and we lose guys like that, and it sucks.
This is going to be an exciting week. I'm just so grateful to be here, to be with these men, and to give back to those who have given so much for our freedom here in the United States of America, the greatest country in the world.
North American Whitetail is brought to you by Browning Clothing, by Wild Tree Nurseries, and by Ram Trucks.
I'm here with Mike Wilson. We're going to get a little bit of the history here of Pearsall, Frio County, and also look at some of your great deer heads and also some of the family history, man.
Okay, well, my family, the Wilsons, came down at the conclusion of the Civil War. They mustered out the Confederate Army, and they came south and bought this ranch on the Medina-Frio County line in the late 1860s. And so we've been down there ever since, hoping it rains, where you can have some feed for the cattle and the deer. And some years it rains and some years it doesn't. Like this year, it didn't rain very well. But we've had this property out here on the Frio River almost 30 years and have enjoyed hunting it as a family. And my deer heads are all from this property y'all were on this morning, with the exception of the mountain lion and the mule deer that came out of Colorado. But hunting is what we have down here, so it's what we like to do. We like to share it with people, so I'm So glad that Bryan was able to bring his Marine buddy down here and y'all are out to get Anthony a deer. Maybe he can add a wild hog or a javelina to it also.
I think I see something. Just looking at it, looks like a color of a deer.
You're staring her down, isn't it?
Yeah, she is too. Big boy.
They're looking up towards that draw. All right, it's just getting daylight here in South Texas. I'm here with my buddy Bryan Wilson, Anthony Villarreal. We are on day one of our hunt, Frio County Hunts. We've already got deer all around us here. We got a pretty nice buck that just showed up down here to the right. We're looking at him, several deer on the feeder. It's awesome. Got a good cold morning, a little bit of frost this morning, about 33 degrees. We're gonna try and get a good buck on the ground here.
Yeah, I think he's over than 4. I think it's 5 plus. There we go.
You got a
He's got a little.
big neck's kind of sagging. That's a great deer, man. All right, it's about 9:15. We saw a lot of deer this morning. Several bucks
Yes, sir.
skirting around us. We had a good morning, had action all throughout the whole set. Hadn't seen anything about 20 minutes. We've just been sitting here hanging out, talking, having a good time. I think we're gonna go back to the house, get some coffee, maybe make some breakfast, and get back out here this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
So, good start to the hunt here in South Texas. We'll see if we can get it done. We still got 3 days, so. Okay, we just got set up for the afternoon hunt here. We checked the trail cameras today. There's a lot of deer in this spot. There's a couple good 8-pointers. One is definitely a shooter, big mature buck. Got a good mass, he's real heavy. Got set up. Anthony's ready to roll. Got Bryan back here. We're all squeezed into the blind. We're already having a good time, been cutting up. I think it's gonna be a good afternoon.
Here comes a buck coming right at us. So that the other one shouldn't be far behind.
Yeah, because you know, a lot of times like this, that buck showed up after this one.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe you ran right by the blind.
I know, he came right here on top of us, man.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. I thought he would go to the deer feed or something, but he came right past us. I kind of figured they would come from the left. That's kind of where they looked like they were coming from in the camera.
What we need that other buck to come out and just mosey around and not run off like that. Just kind of come out and give us a good clean shot.
Yeah, let's hope he comes out.
That's our buck.
Is that him?
That's him, Anthony. Ready? Go ahead and put your rest in there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Okay.
North American Whitetail is brought to you by Hunt Monkey Gloves, by Easton, and by Hornady.
That's our buck.
Is that him?
That's him, Anthony.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Get those crosshairs on him.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, man. Put it right on that shoulder, man. Nailed him. You got it.
Did I get him?
You did it.
Oh, fuck it.
Good hit to me, man. Dang, man. Woo!
Before I shot my buck, it was no nerves at all. The excitement, obviously, sitting there watching him come out of the brush, coming towards me and running around, which was kind of scary because when he was chasing those does, oh no, he's gonna just run and take off on me. It's almost dark. And up until that point, I was ready, locked in. And then when I got behind the scope, I started feeling the jitters. Like, oh, I hope I hit this dude. I really hope I get him. And I had to calm myself down and I was just ready to take the shot when those guys told me.
Nailed him.
Right here. Oh! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah!
My man, congrats, buddy.
It's kind of like whenever my kids are hunting and they shoot their animal, they're nice and calm and collected, but I'm about to hyperventilate. And I felt that every second that we're in that blind is just pure joy. I really don't know what other word to describe it as, just being totally stoked that he was able to make it down. And not only that, we got a nice buck on the ground to boot.
Yes. What a beautiful whitetail, man.
Oh,
First buck, first whitetail of your life.
oh, you are pretty. Oh, it was so beautiful. From afar, you can't really see how good they look, but when you get up and actually get next to them and see the colors and their stature, it was just amazing to see.
Man.
Beautiful silver cut. Look at your shot. It's perfect.
Oh, I didn't think I thought I went high.
No, you hit him
Oh,
just
wow.
right behind the shoulder, man.
Must have shot expert or something before in your past life.
Yeah. Oh, and you are hefty, sir. Just to be able to say I got one, take one home, and show my boys, it's gonna be a sight to see when they get to see their first mounted deer in the house. So I hope this will get them on the track to want to come out here and hunt with me and do the same thing and feel the same excitement I do now.
It's been an incredible experience, and I can't be thankful enough for Haynes, North American Whitetail, for everything that they've done. And I mean, it just a smile on ear to ear, and I will be for a long time after this weekend hunt.